You're listening to Dr. Mike Dadson, Ph.D. Counseling Psychology. Visit drmikeDadson.com if you'd like to ask a question of your own.
When people seek out therapy, they're not always clear. They know they have goals, they have things that they want to achieve, but it's not always clear what is the source of the motivating source of their desire for change. And so sometimes, like growth, like I mentioned, is that growth in itself can be taxing, it can be stressing, and that in itself can be a motivation for seeking out therapeutic support to engage in the process of growing or becoming. But there's also those times when there's an injury, there's an underlying hurt, and that could be in childhood. And in childhood, it could be the early loss of a parent. Sometimes kids, when they experience divorce, it's not the divorce that leaves a lasting mark or a lasting psychological wound. Sometimes it's the loss of the parents during the divorce, because the parents can be so overwhelmed with their relationship ending and the confusion and the disruption that creates for them, that they lose touch with their child, and the child can feel isolated, alone, or like that where they used to have parental support, they no longer have it. And so the child can identify it as a divorce, but in fact, it's actually an experience of loss of emotional, or even sometimes just physical support, or an attachment injury that forms. So there's injuries, and they can occur in childhood, and whether it's sexual assaults can be a part of that, or even bullying in the schools. Severe bullying in schools can leave these marked and lasting scars. For first responders, there's those particular moments where they may experience numerous traumatic experiences, and then there's just one of them that gets through the armor that they put up, and it gets through to them because there's a vulnerability in that spot for them, and that can mark them, or that can scar them, or psychologically wound them. And when those don't heal, they fester, and they just grow over time. And at different times of the process of growth and change in the developmental lifespan, those moments can become even more taxing. So therapy is a great place to go and explore how to heal and recover from past psychological injuries or scars, whether it's PTSD or high impact stress, or reoccurring bouts with depression and anxiety from early childhood. Those things are things that can be addressed in therapy, where there can be a true resolution and an internal sense of healing through the process. And that's one of the aims of therapy, is to help people heal.